Welcome to Daily Justice Time.
For the state,
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
defense,
Luis Martinez on behalf of Mr. Sines.
and are you Mr. Sines? Counsel, you received all of the discovery,
Yes, ma'am.
and did you review it with your client?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Probation, this is an application. Mr. Sines, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Mr. Sines, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor, yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Sines, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Very much.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration night mag number 765355, and there's a referral to felony drug court, or they're requesting an evaluation. They're to capacity. If I accept your plea and follow it, I'll put that recommendation in there, but I just want to let you know they're at capacity, so we may have to do something else. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea?
Ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
None, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 3 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plea? I'm sorry?
Not good. No contest, I'm sorry.
All right, so you have 3 options for a plea in this court.
Okay.
You can plead no contest, which means you're not saying you're guilty. You're not saying you're not guilty. You're just not fighting the charges against you. But I can still find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. All right? You can plead not guilty, in which case that tells me you want a jury trial. Or you can plead guilty. Do you understand?
I understand.
So how do you wish to plead?
No contest. No contest.
All right. State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Exhibit number 1 with all the statutes.
Any objection?
None, Judge.
Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after viewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
The judge, Mr. Sines informed me he wanted to take responsibility. He feels he's prepared to start probation and prepared to both perform on probation and complete it successfully. So we're asking the court to accept the plea bargain.
Oh, and excuse me, deputy. I'm sorry. Yes, you can take her back, off the record. The investigator has called your attorney and they'll connect and then connect with you. You're welcome. All right, we're back on the record. And you may continue.
The judge, we're just asking the court to accept the plea bargain. We think that Mr. Sines is prepared to fulfill his obligations.
All right, how old are you?
50 years old.
All right, are you employed?
Yes, ma'am. What's your name?
What do you do?
Landscaping.
All right, everybody does landscaping.
A lot of landscaping, Judge.
My gardenias never made a comeback after the winter, neither did my Rose of Sharon. And my grass is just non-existent now. He laughs, but I'm throwing that out to say, what should I do? You know?
I got a lot of work right now myself, a lot of work.
Okay,
And Judge, he was hired through his employer,
Mhm.
Who has nothing but the best things to say about him. Owns a number of homes and keeps him very busy. So
okay. Do you have any children?
Here's the one.
What are their ages?
She's 32 years old.
Ah, okay. So what's your drug of choice? What have you been using in the past? And I'll say in the past.
Has about been 10 years that I've been doing those methamphetamines.
Yeah. And you're saying that somebody sold you this car
Yes, ma'am.
at a poker game
Yes, ma'am.
for $600?
Yes, ma'am.
And was the car in great working condition?
It was great. It was doing good. Gave me the key.
How was the outside of the vehicle?
Fine. It was nice and everything.
Was it nice?
Yes.
How were the seats on the inside?
Leather seats.
Leather seats. All right. And what was the year of the car? Did he give you information about the car?
Yeah, give me 2002.
2002.
2002, yes.
2002 and
Okay.
Toyota Avalon Gold.
Yes, gold.
Paint job looked great.
Looked good. Everything was great. If I
Oh.
opened the hood, there was a little damage inside.
And were you drinking at the poker game?
No, ma'am.
Did you find it odd that somebody would sell you a car in
Very
great
odd.
condition for $600?
Very odd. But I needed a vehicle at the time.
So you thought you were just getting lucky?
Good deal. Mhm.
All right. And if you're drug tested today, what would the result be?
Negative.
All right. Any other questions?
No, Judge.
Court is going to sentence you to $1,000 fine. That will be probated. Do you want to speak to the length of probation?
Judge, we've discussed it. There's a recommendation for 3 years. I do believe that Mr. Sines, given his employment status and given the fact that he's a very steady place in life, will be successful. And I think if he's done before that, we can address maybe an early termination with the court, but I think a 3-year length is appropriate this time.
All right, 3 years deferred adjudication, 120 hours of community service restitution, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Taking consideration NIMAG number 765355. There'll be a referral to felony drug court. And there'll be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Probation, is there anything else? Thank you. There'll be field visits 1 time per month for 4 months, and then at probation's discretion. Is there anything else you need from the court? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? We can go off the record. In this court, communication is key. If there is an issue, let your probation officer know. Even if you think you're going to use again, pick up the phone, call your probation officer, say, I think I'm going to use again. They will talk to you. If you feel as though they are not speaking to you or they're not addressing the issue you have, then what you do is you can come to court. I'll be here and we'll address it. Do you understand? All right. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
In this plea hearing overseen by Judge Boyd, the court begins by confirming that the state is in compliance with discovery requirements. Mr. Sines, the defendant, confirms multiple times that he reviewed all documents with his attorney, including the application for deferred adjudication, the indictment, the court admonishments, and the plea bargain page. He repeatedly states he understands the charge, unauthorized use of a vehicle, a state jail felony with a punishment range of 180 days to 2 years and up to a $10,000 fine. The judge explains his constitutional rights: jury trial, confrontation of witnesses, cross-examination, and the right to remain silent. By entering a plea, he is waiving these rights. Mr. Sines agrees and confirms he intends to waive them. The court also advises that deferred adjudication, if revoked, could result in a state jail sentence. His attorney confirms he is competent, rational, understood the case, and was sane at the time of the offense. Mr. Sines states no threats or promises influenced his plea and that he is satisfied with his attorney's representation. The plea agreement includes a $1,000 fine, probated, referral for a drug court evaluation, and consideration of another case number. He also signs the waiver of appeal. When the judge explains plea options, guilty, not guilty, or no contest, Mr. Sines ultimately pleads no contest. The state presents evidence through stipulations, no live testimony. The judge finds sufficient evidence but defers the finding of guilt, granting deferred adjudication. During sentencing, his attorney argues he is ready for rehabilitation. The judge questions him about employment, family, and drug history, and hears the story about the $600 Toyota Avalon he purchased. The final sentence is 3 years deferred adjudication, 120 hours community service, restitution, proof of employment, restrictions on working with minors, drug court referral, 90 meetings in 90 days, random UA testing, and probation monitoring. Judge Boyd reminds him to communicate with probation and adjourns.
Please like, comment your view, and subscribe to my channel for more real stories.